The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Hi dear kids, hope you all are fine because since few days it's raining heavily. So I cannot ask whether you are enjoying rain because this rain earlier, like previous years, this rain we had floods also. So now when it is raining, we are a bit scared also. So my dear children, don't worry, very soon you will be coming back to school because visualization is the best thing. Because we all are visualizing now. Because all of us, we teachers, we started visualizing that you all are going to come in a very few days. That's what we are praying for. So even you start visualizing, surely you will be here. So children, let us begin the class. Shall we call a friend of yours to have a recap? Yes, Nisa. Hi Nisa. How are you, dear? Yes. Nisa, can we have a recap of the previous class?
Hi teacher. I am fine. How about you, teacher? Yes, teacher. So here is the recap. There are three types of planetary winds and they are trade winds, westerlies and polar easterlies. The first one is trade winds. Those are the winds which blow from subtropical high pressure to equatorial low pressure. In northern hemisphere, these winds blow from northeast, so it is known as northeast trade winds. If it is in southern hemisphere, these winds blow from southeast. The winds from both hemispheres meet together at a zone, and this zone is known as intertropical convergence zone. These winds blow with same speed and same velocity through one direction. That's why it is known as trade winds. The second one is westerlies. These are the winds which blow from subtropical high pressure to subpolar low pressure. These winds mostly blow from the western sides. That's why it is known as westerlies. The westerlies are more stronger in southern hemisphere than in northern hemisphere due to the presence of vast oceans in south. The ancient mariners has given different names to the westerlies. In 40-degree latitude, it is known as roaring 40s. In 50-degree latitude, it is called furious 50s, and in 60-degree latitude, it is known as striking 60s. And the last one is polar easterlies. These are the winds which blow from polar high pressure to subpolar low pressure. Mostly, these winds blow from east in both hemispheres due to the Coriolis force. It plays a significant role in determining the climate condition of North America, Russia and Eastern European countries. Thank you.
So my dear children, you have heard Nisa's recap. I'm really happy because when you all are, when I saw your files, many of you have sent me the files. You all have watched the video, you have watched the class, listened to the class and you have done my files. So children, let me begin the class. Now today's class, I'll be dealing with periodic winds. What are periodic winds? Periodic winds are winds that blow in a constant direction or in a particular direction throughout a particular season. That is, what is periodic winds or what are periodic winds? Periodic winds are winds that blows in a constant direction for a short period of time or throughout or continuously in a particular season. And the best example for periodic wind is monsoon wind. And we can give example of land and sea breeze. Another example is mountain breeze and valley breeze also. Now what do you mean by monsoon? I said the best example is monsoon wind, I said. What do you mean by monsoon? Monsoon is an Arab, the word monsoon is derived from an Arab word mawsum, which means the wind which changes its direction in accordance with season. So what do you mean by monsoon? The wind which changes its direction according to the season. Season അനുസരിച്ച് direction മാറ്റുന്ന ആ ഒരു കാറ്റിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ monsoon എന്ന് പറയുക. Now let us learn what are these southwest monsoon. According to the direction, the wind changes its direction according to the season. Under this, we are going to study southwest monsoon and northeast monsoon. This is very detailed പഠിക്കില്ല കാരണം you are going to study this in the coming lessons. 10th തന്നെ social science part 2 നിങ്ങൾ പഠിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. ഡീറ്റെയിൽ ആയിട്ട് southwest monsoon northeast monsoon പഠിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. So let us see what is this, what are these southwest monsoon. Now what happens is, already I have said, that is let us deal with southwest monsoon wind. Southwest monsoon wind. Now what are these? Already I have said, in the northern hemisphere, that is Tropic of Cancer is in the northern hemisphere, and the southern hemisphere it is Tropic of Capricorn. Now why I am dealing this is, the sun's rays falls vertically over to the northern hemisphere, that is to the northern part of the equator, during certain months. I repeat this. The first point is, what did I say? The sun's rays falls vertically to the northern part of the equator, that is to the northern side of the equator, during certain months. Chela month, that is summer season. So summer season evade aayirikkum, the sun's rays fall vertically to the northern hemisphere, to the northern side. That is, this is the region where this is the region of the Tropic of Cancer. And what happens in the northern hemisphere? So what will happen in the northern hemisphere, that is the region where the Tropic of Cancer passes, it will be high temperature. Clear out. First point teacher endu parnu, the sun's rays falls vertically over to the northern hemisphere, northern part of the equator, because that is during certain months. And what is the reason for this? The reason is because of the tilt of the axis. Already you have studied in the first lesson. This is because of the tilt of the axis. Now in the northern hemisphere, that is the region where the Tropic of Cancer passes, what will happen? High temperature is felt. So what will happen in the northern hemisphere? High temperature is felt. So it will be high temperature. So what is the pressure over there? The pressure will be low pressure. So in the northern hemisphere, high temperature is felt, so it is low pressure. Now what will happen is, what is going to happen is, this is the intertropical convergence zone. So what happens is, what is wind? The horizontal movement of air from high pressure to low pressure. So in southern hemisphere it is, that is in the ocean. So in the land it will be low pressure, and in southern hemisphere, that is in the ocean, it will be high pressure. So the southeast trade wind, that is the southeast trade wind, will be moving towards the north after crossing the equator. So southeast trade wind will be moving, cross the equator, and it will be moving towards the north. As soon as it crosses, it is what? As soon as the southeast trade wind crosses the equator, what will happen? It changes its direction. And what is the reason for changing the direction? It changes its direction. The reason for the change in direction is because of Coriolis force. And this is how southwest monsoon winds are formed. Is that clear? That is the sun's rays fall vertically over to the northern part of the equator during certain months. That is certain in the summer. So northern hemisphere summer. So that in the northern hemisphere it will be low pressure. Naturally what will happen? From high pressure, that means from the southern hemisphere, from the ocean, the wind will be blowing towards the north. Now from the southeast, the wind moves towards crosses the equator and moves towards the north. And as soon as it crosses the equator, deflection, that is change in direction, takes place because of Coriolis force. And this is how, that is intertropical convergence zone like cross ayodane, what will happen? Southeast wind changes its direction, and this is how southwest monsoon winds are formed. Clear? Now you already understood southwest monsoon wind, how it is formed. Now it's very simple once you understand, because this I cannot go in much detail, my dear children, because this you are studying in the coming lesson. In detail you are studying. For time being you can study this much only. For this lesson this is enough. Next is northeast monsoon. This is form. Northeast monsoon again it's very simple. That is second one is northeast monsoon. In the land, that is northern hemisphere, it will be high pressure, winter season. And in the southern hemisphere it will be summer. That means it will be low pressure. That means not summer, that is it will be low pressure. That means when it is summer, that is in the northern hemisphere, when it is winter, naturally it will be high pressure. So what will happen? From the northern hemisphere, so the wind in the northern hemisphere, the winds become more stronger. So the winds become stronger and they move towards the southern hemisphere. So what is this? The reason is the wind will be blowing from land to ocean. That means that is high pressure to low pressure. So from the northern hemisphere to southern hemisphere, the winds become, that is in the northern hemisphere, the winds become more stronger and it will be moving towards the southern hemisphere. This is how northeast monsoon winds are formed. Okay. Now there are three factors which influence monsoon. There are three factors which influence the formation of monsoon. The first factor is apparent movement of the sun. So there are three factors which influence the formation of monsoon. There are three factors. Three reasons in a monsoon form. The first one is apparent movement of the sun. According to the movement of the sun, it is formed. The second factor is, the first factor is apparent movement of the sun. The second factor is Coriolis force. This also you have studied, Coriolis force. And the third factor is differences in heating. So there are three factors which influence the formation of monsoon. The first one is apparent movement of the sun. The second factor is Coriolis force. And the third factor is differences in heating. Is that clear? Now let us see what is land breeze and what is sea breeze. Now there are, you know very clearly, there is a vast differences in the atmospheric pressure during day and night. Already 9th standard you have studied. There is a difference in 10th standard in the beginning you have studied, but now parayan pona concept ningal 9th il padichirikkunna concept aanu. There is a difference in the atmospheric pressure during the day and during the night. Can anyone tell? Yes. During the day it will be low pressure and during the night it will be high pressure. Suryante prakasham koodudal insolation is taking place, but during daytime temperature will be more, so low pressure will be it will be felt, and during night high pressure will be felt. Now what happens is during daytime, here the concept what I am going to say is regarding land breeze and sea breeze. Land breeze and sea breeze. During daytime, what happens is the land, that is the air becomes very hot. During daytime, the air becomes very hot. So what happens? Land also becomes very hot. There is a big speciality, that is land becomes very hot. Pettannu choodaavum. Land pettannu choodaavum and it cool avumbo pettannu cool avum. The land becomes hot very fast and it becomes cooled also very fast. It gets cooled very fast. Whereas the sea, it takes time for the sea to become hot. Choodaavum, but it takes time for the sea to become hot. And this heat will be retained for long time. Adana. Mechal, sea ke choodavan samayam edukkum and this heat will be retained for long time. Now let us see what is land breeze and what is sea breeze. Land breeze ennu parnal during night time, the wind will be blowing from land to sea. That is, it will be high pressure in the land and low pressure in the sea. As I said, it will take time for the sea the sea will retain heat for some time. What will happen? During night time, the wind will be blowing from the land to sea and that coolness will be there. And before sunrise, at Surya Prakasham Vernine Mumba Atanupu Poikittu. That is the thing. Till sunrise, it will be there. So, what is land breeze? During night time, the wind will be blowing from land to sea, as sea will be in low pressure and land will be of high pressure. So, what is sea breeze then? During daytime, the wind will be blowing from sea to land. Sea choodaavum njan parnu, the sea also becomes hot, but it will take time for the sea to become hot. So what will happen? Land low pressure, sea high pressure. So it will take. So what is sea breeze? During daytime, the wind will be blowing from sea to land. This is called as sea breeze. Is that clear? Okay. Now let us learn what is mountain breeze and what is valley breeze. Let us see what is mountain breeze and what is valley breeze. Yes. What is this mountain breeze and what is valley breeze? Let us learn. Now, during daytime, it will be very hot on the top of the mountain. During daytime, it will be very hot on the top of the mountain. So what will happen? It will be very hot. So from where the wind has to come up, that is, the wind will be blowing from the valley. Valley ennu parayunnathu endana? That is the flow of water in between the mountains. We call it as valley. During daytime, on the top of the mountain, it will be very, very hot. So what will happen? The wind will be blowing from the valley to the mountain. This breeze is called as valley breeze. ഏത് സമയത്ത് പകൽ സമയത്ത് മൗണ്ടൻ്റെ മുകളിൽ ചൂടായിരിക്കും. അപ്പോൾ എവിടെ നിന്നാണ് കാറ്റ് പോണത്? പകൽ സമയത്ത് വാലിയിൽ നിന്ന് എവിടേക്ക് പോണു? മൗണ്ടൻ മുകളിലേക്ക് പോണു. അപ്പോൾ ഈ കാറ്റിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ വാലി ബ്രീസ് എന്ന് പറയുക. What is this mountain breeze? During night time, the air becomes cooler near to the region of the mountains. The air becomes cooler near to the region of the mountains. When the air is cooler, density will be more. It starts descending. അപ്പോൾ എവിടെ നിന്നാണ് വരുന്നത് അത് ഡിസെൻഡിങ് എയർ എവിടെയാണ്? ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ഫ്രം ദ ടോപ്പ് ഓഫ് ദ മൗണ്ടൻ ടു ദ വാലി. അപ്പോൾ ഈ ബ്രീസിനെ നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ബ്രീസ് പറയും? മൗണ്ടൻ ബ്രീസ്. അപ്പോൾ ഡ്യൂറിങ് നൈറ്റ് ടൈം ഏത് ബ്രീസാണ്? മൗണ്ടൻ ബ്രീസും ഡ്യൂറിങ് ഡേ ടൈം ഏത് ബ്രീസായിരിക്കും? വാലി ബ്രീസും. ഇസ് ദാറ്റ് ക്ലിയർ? So with this I think I have to stop. In the next class we will study about local winds. Local winds എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ചിനൂക്ക്, ലൂ, ഫോഹൻ പറഞ്ഞ വിൻസ് ഉണ്ട്. അത് കൂടാണ്ട് again cyclone, anti-cyclone we will be studying. So in this particular class I said about periodic winds. Periodic windsൽ എന്തൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ പഠിച്ചു? സൗത്ത് വെസ്റ്റ് മോൺസൂണിനെ കുറിച്ച് പഠിച്ചു, നോർത്ത് ഈസ്റ്റ് മോൺസൂണിനെ കുറിച്ച് പഠിച്ചു. Monsoon എന്ന് പറയും, monsoon is a seasonal reverse, that is monsoon, that means what is monsoon? Monsoon will be undergoing seasonal reversal in a year, that is monsoon will be undergoing seasonal reversal in a year, we understood. And already we understood what are the factors in the formation of monsoon. There are 3 factors in them we understood. Then we studied about land breeze and sea breeze, and we studied about mountain breeze and valley breeze. So dear children, you can jot it down in your file. If you have any doubts, you can surely call me. Don't hesitate. The more you call, the more you come to us, the more you are close to us, the more we can be free. So don't hesitate to call. If you have any doubts, if you have any worries, if you have any fear, you have to call and then wipe away your fears. This is how you can be friendly with us. So even then, even now we are having a rapport. Sometimes children are sending SMS, teacher can you talk? So SMS also it is going on. Sometimes they send a message around, sometimes you are sending me message around 6 o'clock or something. Don't feel that I have ignored your message. Really, my dear children, it's not ignorance. I'm not ignoring you at all. I'm not seeing the message. At that time, some way or the other, I get engaged in work, but I do reply it even if it is 10 o'clock or like that. So do send the message if possible. Otherwise, you can call me. Take care of your health. Always read some book. Be positive. This is all. For the week, this week, I would like to say only one thing. Be positive. Positive, positive, positive. Because that gives special energy for us. Always be positive. Think positively. Visualize positively. Pray positively. So let this be this week's thought. That is, be positive, think positive, pray. When you are going to the prayer, when you are standing in before the Almighty, your prayers should be in a positive way. And visualization also should be in a positive way. So dear children, give my special regards to all your parents and have a great day. Thank you, dear children.